2.
How do you keep yourself challenged in terms of your knowledge, education, so that you can challenge your clients and your athletes constantly?
Well, how do I challenge myself and my clients? Good question. I would say right now, the biggest potential for learning for myself, and for really, I would say almost anybody that does coaching with individuals, is to pay attention. That's the biggest learning you can have, and you can't read about that stuff, right? It's right in front of you because you're doing it every day, and I'm doing it 40, 50, 60 hours per week, and the results are in front of me from my clients, like the many clients I have. I get feedback from them every single week, and I try my best to try to connect the dots based on what their training is and what their results are. And then from that, and within that, I try to create, I try to test things out and to see what progressions or what ideas or what amounts of volume or lack of volume or what focus will create adaptation and positive progress in those people. And like I said, that's the type of stuff that's specific to the sport that we're involved in, that being CrossFit. And that's the type of value and type of information you want, because it's actual information that's actually applicable right now to what you're doing. And then you can take those little pieces of information and remember that it worked for this person at this time in this layout, and you may be able to apply that to someone else down the road if the situation is correct. I would say for most people, the best way to challenge yourself is to pay attention to your clients, because they're the ones giving you the feedback that if your training is working and if the results are occurring for them. And if they're not, then maybe you need to investigate other methods or learn more about what may be preventing them from improving. Because to me, it's all about improving. It's all about using or taking in knowledge that's going to improve the training, and that's going to improve the program, and it's going to improve the design for the individual, because ultimately that's all that matters, right? It doesn't matter what you know, it matters what's useful, right? So you want to try to take in good information, synthesize it, bring it down, and just use what's good. But the only way you're going to get that is by paying attention to what you're actually doing, right? And like we talked about before, the biggest thing with people and discussing training with people is that, like, for example, you and I, like, maybe our ideas and our philosophies might be exact. Like when we talk verbally, right, they may be exact. But when I ask you to write down what it is I'm asking you to do, and then I write down what I'm doing, and we're conceptually talking about the same thing, practically it doesn't work out like that. So the key is, specifically when you're discussing stuff with individuals, that's a great way to learn as well, right? Is to discuss with other coaches, is to not just talk with them, but to actually see what they're doing. Because the talking part doesn't really matter that much. You just see if what they're actually doing relates to what you're trying to have happen. And other than that, I do attend courses on a regular basis. I think I should attend more courses, really. But my goal, honestly, is to over time figure out more and more about what I don't really know, and what areas I really need to improve to really help clients more and more. And the more I work with individuals and design training and whatnot, the more I understand what I don't understand. And then I try to find courses or information specifically to address that exact issue. But there's nothing that can replace experience. And you need thousands of hours.
Perfect. Thanks.